Lights are on bright, and that means it's Monday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs. Two of the real stars of the sport. Two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team? We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think there's no doubt about it. The offensive line's a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
This game has officially begun.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
Press coverage all the way. Flacco's got two tight ends on the field for this snap.
Nice.
First down at the 21. And this is dropped. And now, let's take a look at the Ravens lineup on offense. They posted over 500 yards passing last week, so their confidence should be sky high. That leads us to second down. Got hit on release. And here's the Cardinals defense. They are a brute force that can dictate a game from the very start. The Ravens are at the line, facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week, as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. The Cardinals use a timeout here. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. Flacco standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Two hands on the football and has the catch. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 32. Slashes to the left side. Gets about 4 yards that time. The defense stands up early and stops the run cold.
Good job that time. You said it, Jim, by the defense. They attacked the offensive line, and there was nowhere for the running back to run the football.
And it'll it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. The Cardinals with a nickel look here on defense. Flacco will take it from the gun. Kamar Aiken has the catch.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Tim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First down at the 49. Trying to plow ahead.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Flacco's going to be in the pistol here.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Able to reach up and grab it. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that? They throw it and think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
First down here after the completion.
And intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
No margin for error here with the offense.
Regular, get ready. 1-18, zebra. Right now, blue 58.
The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
Coming up, second down.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
It's Gresham. Gresham's met after a gain of 3. And now we'll look at the Cardinals offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out. Third down.
Right now, blue 95. Blue 95.
Throws the pass. Pass is intercepted.
When you get an opportunity like this, you want to take advantage of it. The defense did. The opportunity was there. They get a chance to intercept the football. They do. Now, can their offense take advantage of this situation?
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score. First down at the 18. The give. Campbell's all over that offense and brings him down.
Ravens offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
This next snap will take place at the 19.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions. Well, it was an incomplete pass that time against cover two, the two deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
Third down on the way.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Two tight ends on the field here. They're setting up screen. Tackle made by Ray that time.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Cardinals out now in a 4-6 formation. First and goal from the 8.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Second and goal from the 4.
Gives it to him again.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses, just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
The second quarter is underway with this snap. And pick up about 4.
Good job that time by the defense. They stop him short on third and goal. What will the offense do? I'm sure the defense is hoping they go for it.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. Flacco. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff.
takes off from the 5. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them. Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 25.
Searching for space to the right. Tosses the football. A foot race to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
The Ravens' return team is ready.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Ravens will look to get set. Been a close game so far. The score's 7-7. The Ravens from the 22.
Scans the field.
But they can't connect.
Good try. Throw it deep down the field. It's a beautiful throw, but it just goes incomplete.
Here we have second down.
Flacco will have it in the pistol.
Aiken has hold of it.
That picks up 7. That's another reception. Give him 2.
The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it, and the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target. Good yardage, just short of the first down.
And the offense will need 3 yards here on third down after the completion.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Ravens have it at the 29.
Intercepted.
Into the open. Wagner's in on the tackle. Maybe that pick will be a momentum builder for this team at the start of the second.
Well, I know the offensive coordinator sitting over there going, I sure hope so. So he's not happy the way his team has played on the offensive side so far. Give him a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get this lead.
The Cardinals from the 22. Toss play. Johnson's tackled down after a gain of 10.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Set up now at the 12-yard line.
The Ravens defense now is going to go nickel.
Well, the D-line going into that spread look, they want to get to that quarterback. Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
That'll be 5 yards. Delay of game. press coverage all the way. 2nd and 6. And it's swatted away.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you'll get in a position like this and you can knock it down.
Now looking at 3rd down.
Taylor split out wide on the left. Palmer by himself in the backfield. From the gun.
And it's knocked down.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
And the kick is good for 3.
And they've got the advantage thanks to that field goal. Let's see if they can make the lead hold up until halftime.
Yeah, let's put a little pressure on the defense. The offense went out there. They got the job done, got the lead, got the field goal. Now can the defense go out there and stop the other offense?
And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line.
The Ravens are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Gilmore's got the catch and the first. That's his first reception today.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield.
1st down and 10. Screen. Forsett with the reception. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
The Ravens did a good job there on 1st down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way.
Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
On the way, 3rd down.
The Cardinals load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Midway through the 2nd quarter, and the defense gets the ball back to the offense, looking to extend the lead.
Well, they got it rolling here as a football team. The defense did its job. Now can the offense, like you said, go out there and extend the lead, string some good plays together, and put this other team in a tough situation.
He's got a chance for a return. And a run back of about 4.
The Cardinals offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Get ready. 1-8. Zebra. Get ready. U-95. Zebra. Mirror.
Johnson's going to take the handoff now. It's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. Palmer will have it in the pistol. There's a flag out. Elvis Dumerville brings the quarterback down.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Third down after the penalty. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. After the penalty, the offense now is going up against a 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun formation. And it's batted down.
When you're in a situation like this, it's 3rd long, what do you think the defense is going to guard against? Long pass down the field. That's right. So it's very obvious, and that time nobody's open down the field, so the pass goes incomplete.
And no return here as they'll down it.
The Ravens didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
Handoff by Flacco. It's now 2nd down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Flacco able to find Dennis Pitta. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. That's his first reception today.
Set up now at the 28-yard line.
Flacco's setting up now in the pistol. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Handoff made. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. This will be 2nd down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
It's intercepted.
How big was that interception right before the half, Phil?
Big time. That's all I can say. That's what it was. For the situation, for your football team, and by that player, what a play he made.
First down now in a dangerous spot here. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Secures it with 2 hands. And he's out of bounds.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
First down on the way. The Cardinals come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Finds Gresham, and he steps out of the field of play.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2.
Regular. Here we go. Sally 19.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Get ready. Here we go.
The Cardinals have to take their final timeout. That's it. Second down here. Press coverage all the way.
Mirror. Get ready. Blue, zebra.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Palmer looking down the field. The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down. Carson Palmer takes a look now from under center. Makes the reception. Ducks out of bounds.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Here they come to the 41-yard line.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. And that's a gain of 9.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
2nd and short. And it's complete to Gresham. We're headed to the half here in a tight, low-scoring defensive battle. I'm sure both teams will be making adjustments offensively coming out of the half. Larry Ridley's coming up next. The second half is officially underway. He'll take it from the 6. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Let's go.
Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Catch made. Charging ahead.
Well, the defense, they give up a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Palmer's now completed 4 in a row. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The wide receiver in motion. Strong eye handoff here.
The Cardinals take it from the 38. Slashing to the right side. Gets about 9 on the play. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. We'll go no huddle.
Right now, 18.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Palmer's going to take it from the gun. Nelson's got it. First down.
The Cardinals are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
Here's the football marked at the 47.
Second down and 7. Trying to find an opening to the right. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Johnson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. The Cardinals lined up, bunch formation. Courtney Upshaw brings the quarterback down.
Nice job that time with the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
The Ravens lined up in the nickel.
Midway into the 3rd. Johnson's tackled down at the 39.
Great situation to be in for the defense right here. It's 3rd long, and even though their team is losing the game, you could get after the quarterback and hope you can find a way to force a turnover.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Palmer's got no one behind him, just the quarterback waiting for the snap. The Cardinals lined up. Everybody split out wide. Has the grab. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And with that score, they now have a nice buffer to work with over this last quarter and a half.
They do, but this game is not over. Now you got to come out there on the offensive side, and you got to find a way, come up with some new plays, take a chance, and get back in this game. It's not over.
The Ravens' return team is ready. Brought down. That brings the play to an end.
It'll be interesting to see after that fumble by the kick return team, will we still have the same returner when they come back out of the field? I don't think so. That was a big mistake. I think they need a replacement.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Ravens from the 22. Smith's got it, and a first. Mark him down for another reception.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
coming to the line at the 27.
Joe Flacco will take it right from the center. First down at the 27. Play fake.
The catch is made by Justin Forsett.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. It's a 2 tight end formation.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
That time the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Third down now. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Ravens come out in a bunch set.
Papa Aiken has the catch.
Third catch today so far.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Handoff. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Cardinals guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
They break huddle at the 18-yard line.
The Cardinals defense lined up going with the 46 defense. 2nd and 11. They'll go ground. Tackle made by Smith that time. Press coverage all the way.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Cardinals defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The final quarter underway now. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
Drives it through for the field goal. We have almost an entire quarter to play, but with that field goal, they have to feel like they're right back in the game.
Oh, they are back in this game, and this game's going to come down to the wire, it looks like. That was a good drive by the offense and a good kick by the field goal kicker.
That return's good for about 16.
The Cardinals offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Let's go. Let's go. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19.
The Cardinals snap it up at the 26. Flip to the outside. Johnson's tackle right at the 28.
When you're leading the game in the fourth quarter and you're on offense, you are looking to use the time up on the clock. So that was a nice play call by the offense to run. Defense stops it for a short game.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Palmer will have it in the pistol. Johnson's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Carson Palmer throws the long pass.
No one's going to get him now. The 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Early in the fourth, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Well, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
The Ravens return team is ready. Gibbons to field this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Ravens have it at the 24. Flacco flings it way down the field. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Well, with that touchdown, we are now poised for what could be a thrilling finish to this game.
Oh, I think it will be. It's setting up that way. You said it. What you have done, you have put a lot of pressure on the opponent's offense. Can they go out there and sustain a drive and make plays? We're going to find out.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Cardinals come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their two previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that they need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
Lose 58. Lose 58.
The Cardinals have it at the 29.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
And it falls incomplete.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
The Cardinals in quite a battle here in the fourth. The score's 24-17.
Here we go. Regular. Lose 58. Lose 58. Regular.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Looking at every option. On his way. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible. But I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field to score to keep this game going.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Ravens on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Flacco set in the pistol. The Ravens take it from the 23.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4.
for Steve Smith.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
It'll be third down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Gilmore grabs it. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
The Cardinals defense lined up in a 4-6 formation.
Now first and 10. And they take him down.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Time's running out on this one. Midway.
No chance to throw. Another sack.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
It's third down coming up. Corners are backing off here.
The Cardinals with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
From the gun, Flacco.
Looking long. What a catch.
That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Nothing like a receiver who can just put his head down and go after the football. That's what he did that time. Nice throw by the quarterback. Watch the receiver at the last second, looks up and makes the catch.
And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First down coming up.
The Cardinals with a nickel look here on defense.
Set up screen.
But the hit knocks the ball out.
Good job that time, Jim, by the defender. He hit that receiver so hard that football came flying out. That's why it's incomplete. The big hit by the defender.
Second down coming up.
Flacco from the shotgun. The Ravens now move the chains.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. First and 10. Aiken has hold of it. Gains 17.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Flacco's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Second and goal from the 5.
Credit Darrell Washington with that tackle.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
This will be the 11th play of the drive.
Third and goal from the 5. Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down. Needing 5 for the first. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. Interception that will all but seal it. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
Toss to the outside. And it's Webb there to meet him.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got to lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football.
Second down and 4.
Here's the handoff. And a gain of 4. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day.
Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You got to manage the clock, know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running it.
Let's go, let's go.
1st and 10. Leading on that running attack again here on 1st down.
2nd and 5 coming up. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play.
He'll get it again. Up the gut here. Tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep 2 hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
1st down here after the run. Another win here today, and we're starting to think maybe we could talk undefeated season. I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah, well, it is crazy, and the pressure truly does build against undefeated teams. But that is a pressure that you like, and I say it to you all the time. Athletes love it. When you look at them, well, we're going to look at them now. Let's see if they can go undefeated.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.